Welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode, I'm going to offer 6 ways that you can survive a wedding film recession. Now, it's no secret that a lot of us are kind of struggling this year. We're struggling to book weddings, we're struggling creatively, struggling financially, and just unsure what the future holds for our business. So today I want to offer some wisdom, some words of encouragement, and things that I'm doing and seeing inside my business that has really helped me just survive this really slow season. The first thing that I would recommend is really take the time to reflect on your business. Look at your brand, your website, your social media. Take a look at your films, your edits, and things that may need improvement so that you can really focus on those. And that's going to look different for each person. For me, I desperately needed to work on my branding. My inquiries had completely tanked. Ever since March, I was receiving a lot of spam, a lot of bots in my inbox, and it was just incredibly depressing. Not to mention that I felt that there was this huge disconnect with my brand currently. So I decided to completely refresh things within my business and my brand, starting with my website. So I reached out to Austin from the Creative Cabana to help get this process started. And honestly, they did an amazing job at making my brand feel a lot more centered in my values, my style, my voice, and things just started feeling more like Wayward North. It started to feel really like the dots were being connected, like everything was falling into place. And sometimes you'd be amazed at how a refresh can really help your business stand out amongst the crowd and garner more attention. And since launching the new site back in August, my inquiries have increased dramatically. In the month of August, I brought in $8,205 in revenue. And so far in September, I've brought in $10,500 in revenue. And I feel like this new website has contributed to that increased attention. So if you can manage a refresh and your brand needs it, I 100% recommend that you consider it. Next is don't be afraid to discount your services. Now, one thing that I am learning, one lesson that I am learning is that discounting doesn't always mean that you are devaluing your product. It just means that you care enough about your business, your family, and the person that is investing in you to deliver a quality product to them. It's honestly been a huge mindset shift that has helped me book 3 weddings in the past few weeks. Of course, you don't want to discount beyond reason. There is a number that you can safely drop down to that still covers your expenses and doesn't cause that sense of dread when the wedding day does come. You really want to factor in your monthly fixed costs. How much does it actually cost you to film and edit a wedding? Not what you want to make, but what is the exact dollar amount? You need to know that number so that you can safely navigate a discount so that you're not breaking even. You are still making enough to cover your expenses and possibly save some money for a rainy day. Because I think the misconception with discounting is obviously we can discount too much, offer too many films, give so much away that when we come to the wedding day, we're just like, why did I do this? I hate myself. This sucks. And so we just want to be mindful of what our actual number is so that we can still discount within reason. I don't think discounting should be completely eliminated from the table. I think it's something that you should still consider in your business, especially when times are slow, just to help you make it through the month and get to the next month. There's no shame in discounting because we all have to do what we have to do in order to provide for ourselves, for our family, and our business. Next is to revisit your processes and your system. A successful business is the result of an effective system. Maybe it's time to take a back seat inside your business. Look at your processes, look at your systems, and really try to analyze what's broken right now. And it's something that a lot of us don't really think about because a lot of us, myself included, have more of the artist mindset over the business mindset. But one thing that has been transformational for me, especially now that I have a family, I have a lot less time to dedicate to my business, is making sure that my processes and my systems are ironclad. They are running on autopilot so that I don't really have to stress and overwork myself on all of the tedious tasks that really keep me bogged down from day to day. That means creating a set list of tasks that are assigned to each couple, having email templates in place to speed up your response time to inquiries, taking a look at your editing workflow, your social media strategy. You want to find gaps that exist in your business currently and fill those gaps so that your business can really be run in a way that's just seamless and makes your life a lot easier. And if that means you have to consider outsourcing a task, maybe you're considering outsourcing your wedding films, whatever you can do to delegate certain things within your business that can help you free up time and provide a lot more clarity in what you need to do now, today, to make money for your business so that you can make it and push it to the next month and the next month. And outsourcing has been a really great saving grace for me. But I know that that's something that too costs money, and you have to kind of weigh those options as well. But going back to your processes and your systems, if you have a system set up that really helps automate your process and that gets you from point A to point B as fast and efficient as possible, then that is going to help you free up time to get to those things that you need to get to so that you can make more money. Before we get into the next tip, I do have to talk about today's sponsor, VidFlow. If you want to elevate your client experience, I feel it really starts with elevating how you deliver your wedding films. And VidFlow is one of the premier services for videographers to create an exceptional first-time viewing experience for your couples. And truth be told, it's an experience that they deserve. Back in the day, I used to use the old and faithful YouTube link, and it just didn't create the feeling that I really wanted it to. It didn't have that sense of my brand or that presence that I really wanted to demonstrate inside this first time experience. There was no way to add music to create this atmosphere. There was no elegant design to the way I organized these films. It honestly just kind of felt a little bleh, to be honest. And with VidFlow, there's so many unique features that makes this platform such a no-brainer for wedding videographers. From creating a private video website for each client to giving them a host of downloading options, giving your couples multiple ways of viewing their film, whether that's on their phone or on the TV, on their laptop, easily sharing with friends and family, VidFlow is the premier option that I would recommend for anybody looking to elevate their client experience. So if you're interested in creating this unrivaled viewing experience for your couples, head over to vidflow.co and use my code WAYWARD at checkout to receive 20% off on an annual subscription. VidFlow is one of the best, and your couples definitely deserve the best. Now that that's out of the way, let's get right back into the video. All right, next in probably one of the most popular ones that I would recommend is just pivoting. Pivoting when you need to, pivoting to adapt, pivoting to survive, exploring other creative avenues inside your business. For me, I pivoted to the real estate market back in 2020 when things were super slow. I needed cash flow inside my business. Thankfully, I had a few friends inside the wedding industry that helped me really make it through and push it to, the next month, where then thankfully I found a full-time job at a marketing agency. While things were slow, I switched directions for a little while because it was necessary. And honestly, I saw it as a saving grace because at this time I was feeling a little burnt out from weddings, and I kind of needed that break. I needed that time away from my business so that, I could really prioritize what I needed to in that moment. And not only that, but so I could also look at what I really wanted for the future of my business. Did I really want to continue filming weddings? Did I want to get away from entrepreneurship altogether? During COVID, during that time of uncertainty and slowness, it really gave me so much perspective and just showed me where my heart truly was, and that was really within serving people. There's absolutely no shame or sense of defeat that you should feel stepping away from your business, stepping away from entrepreneurship to go to a part-time job or even a full-time position. It honestly was one of the best things I could have done for myself, for my business. And honestly, I'm always seeking those opportunities. I'm always seeking ways that I can pivot and offer my creative services elsewhere so that I can still serve people in the way that they deserve, and so that I can just keep things interesting. I feel like as creatives, we can get bored very easily if we are doing the same things over and over again. So we need that variety in our lives. I feel like we all need that so that we can keep things fresh. We can keep learning, keep growing in the craft, and, just keep moving forward. Content creation is another avenue I explored early on that I'm super thankful for. Real estate being another one. Pivoting doesn't mean that you failed. It just means you are learning and you are adapting to your past mistakes so that when you come back into your business, what is going to help you weather these storms when they do come, because guess what? It will come about again. This is not the one and only final storm in the wedding industry, I can assure you that. Number 5 is networking and building your inner circle. Now, I feel like this is a prerequisite. Before you even get really going inside the wedding industry, this is the first step that you should do. You should really be building your inner circle, building a community of people around you so that when times of uncertainty do arrive, you have people that you can lean on for support, for encouragement. Networking early on can really create those safeguards within your business. And that's really the main reason why I started my community, Small Town Filmmaker. I wanted to build a place, a home for filmmakers, entrepreneurs, storytellers to build community and learn from each other through our own shared experiences and our own unique perspectives. And I've learned that the only way that I can become a better filmmaker is by learning from other people. Learning from other creatives who are doing things differently. And the beautiful thing about this community is I'm not really the teacher. The people inside the community, they're not students. They're really my peers. They're people that I look up to, people that I'm constantly inspired by, people that give me more than I feel like I honestly give them. And I think that's just the beauty of community altogether. So if you're interested in Small Town Filmmaker, you can find a link down below to join this group for 30 days free. So I'm offering a 1-month free trial for anyone who just wants to test it out. See if this group can be, a really great place for you in your business and in your journey right now. And if you feel like it's not a good time, at the end of the 30 days, you can simply cancel and there's honestly no risk. Because honestly, this group exists to build people up. It's not meant to become this get rich quick scheme for me. It's really a place to build a community that nurtures, that encourages, and that builds each other up so that we can become better filmmakers together. So that's the heartbeat behind Small Town Filmmaker. I'd love to see you over there. So if you are interested, you can find the link for the 30-day free trial down in the description below. Last, and one of the more practical ways of surviving a wedding recession is to market products to your past couples. It's easy to feel and think that once the wedding is done, that's it. There's nothing else to offer them. But I think that really couldn't be further from the truth. As videographers and filmmakers, we have such a unique selling proposition to offer our past couples, especially if they didn't order that much to begin with. And a few of the products that you can consider offering is a longer video. Offer them a doc edit, a full-length ceremony, full-length speeches. Give them the raw footage. And the way that you can do this is just by creating that sense of urgency for your couples, letting them know that you absolutely adored working with them and you captured so many beautiful moments that not all of those moments made it into the final film. And it's come to that time of the year, sadly, where we have to say goodbye to all of these precious memories to create space for all the amazing memories that we are yet to capture. And some couples, consider ordering those films. Some couples don't, but I have generated a lot of additional revenue inside my business in a month just by doing this when times are slow, that it honestly feels like a no-brainer. So it's definitely a solution that you can use today to create some cash flow if things are just a little bit slow, a little bit tight. And it's something that really doesn't take all that much time to facilitate. Another product that you can consider offering your couples is a video album. So I use the Motion Books. These are a beautiful, tangible product that gives your couple an easy way to watch their wedding film whenever they want. And I think it's just so special having an actual physical product versus a link or watching it on the cloud. Everything's on the cloud these days. Everything's online. But having a physical product is so special and such a beautiful gift for couples. So if you are interested in checking out the motion books and offering it to your couples, currently I do have an affiliate link down below where you can get a discount on this product. But those are my 6 tips on how you can survive a wedding film recession, things that I've been doing. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What are some things that you're doing during these times of uncertainty and slowness in your business? Drop a comment below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on the road listening to this episode, I would love to hear from you on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. So I hope you consider rating and reviewing me over there. Just let me know how I'm doing. Am I doing okay? Do you guys like this stuff? Is this helpful and valuable to you in some way? Either way, I'd love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories.